There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense will get the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the move, it's Jordan. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Got his man down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on 4th down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks. So bells and whistles have got to be going off if you're on defense right now.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time today. The play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Power football with the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Immediately fires to the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
To the air, it's Raiola. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This offense has it with really good field position. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the ground, it's Sanders. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Grab near the sticks, it's Key. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. We saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They missed a chance to put up 3 points the last time they had it, and now to try to get a score on. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw in that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Handoff to the lone back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute. And when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Makes the grab. And runs through another one. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Straka. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, that's a really nice job executing by this offense. 3rd down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and didn't work the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback. Because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Trojans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Strachan. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. This time he's got it.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Still on his feet. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Back to pass. It's Mayama. He wants it all. Touchdown, USC. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quickly complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a huge play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Hauls it in.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Charging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Trojans are marching down the field. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to...
Touchdown, Trojans! And that one will come up here in the second half.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Key. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got the tight end. Good morning, there he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Up at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground. 3rd down coming. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On third and short, the power run here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Touchdown, Husker! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Gives it on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement to change him. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the first. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the...
Breaks into the open. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this could be the kind of loss that sets the program back significantly. They're trailing by 14 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And the offense just going to spike it here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, lead the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
There he goes. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Goes to the knee, and that will wrap it up, and their magical season continues. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch the...